Silly rooster. Thinking he's a flamingo. Really? Okay then. Alright, good morning. Welcome back to the journey, folks. So, I know, crazy rooster, right? Basically just going to jump right into this one. So, if you did not catch our last video, you probably don't know what's going on. So, we're actually starting a new project, and I'm actually here next to the trailer. And with that battery review that we're doing, I am going to be utilizing the winch in other videos. Just unfortunately, I still need to get more materials. I need to get more cables for the controller module of this thing. So, and obviously I'm already behind. I was already behind deadline with putting that battery out there, but I really wanted to get it installed and do all those things, and just let you know that I am going to be showing the use of this thing. It just, as of right now, I was not able to do that. I just wanted to be able to get that product out to you guys so you can get out there and get it yourself. It does look like it's going to be a great battery for the things that I need to use it for. Not only this, like I said in the other video, I plan on putting it out into my shop and actually using that as my solar battery for the different things that I'm going to need out there. Right? I might even put an electric blower onto my forge. I don't know, but I definitely am going to need some type of lighting inside the shop, and that's what I'm going to use that for. But for right now, I need to get this thing loaded up because we're going to visit Brother Paul. But before I can do that, I need to put logs on the trailer. So let's get this thing loaded up with some logs, and let's head on over to see the Bearded Carpenter. I got the chain all tightened up on the good old steel farm boss, so let's get this taken over and let's go show you the first log we got to work with. Alright, so this is actually the first log that I'm going to be attempting to do. For one, this is the hardest one to get to because it's still over here kind of in the mud area and right here next to the rock pile. So if you can see, rock pile. But I also need to cut this log to length because it's at full length. I may try to take both pieces, so if I cut this in half, I should be able to take both pieces. So I really only need 2 posts. I might try to get 4 if I can. That way I'm actually able to do a gate post and a brace post for the gate post. But then I also have something special that I want to take over to Brother Paul, and hopefully he's going to like it. So I think it's going to look really, really nice whenever he cuts into it with a sawmill. So, but we'll get to that last. Let's get this one cut up, and then let's get the trailer over here and see if we can't get it loaded, because I still don't have a tractor, so it's going to be interesting. What did I do with my tape? I know I just had a tape measure. Let me go get it. Yeah. That's why it always takes me a week to do anything, because I always set down my tools and then I can't. Back and forth, but at least I'm getting my steps in. grabbing an axe? Like all this vine that's on here, you just need to try to peel that off. That is poison ivy, so use it with the axe. See if I can find my tool to be able to roll this. Okay. I'm going to try to roll it this way, and then I'll bring the I tried to back the trailer right in here. We might need to move some of this stuff here. Okay. And then we might be able to pick it. I don't know. We'll try to pick it up. Okay. If not, I will have to bring the tripod over here to lift it up with a chainsaw. I know the ones up in the front were cut down last year, so we should be able to just pick those up and set them on the trailer. The cedar is actually really light in comparison. Oh. Well, this area up in here is still pretty wet, so I think instead of trying to bring the truck, which probably gets stuck, and a trailer up in here, I'm just going to go ahead and try to roll these out. Obviously, I have help of the old kiddo. So we're going to get the Jeep over here. We're going to pull this out with some chains. So I'm going to try to take both of these logs here and then just get it out here to where we can try to get it onto the trailer, and then from there, we will head up to the front and try to load those up, see how it goes. Hopefully you ate your Wheaties today.
Where's that? Oh.
No? You didn't eat your Wheaties today?
Nope.
Oh.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Yeah. New age kids. Don't know nothing.
No, I'm just from the city.
That was an 80s thing. It's going to be a process. Well, you know what? It will probably go from where it sits.
Yeah.
Where's the X?
The axe is over there.
Or, I don't want to touch poison ivy. At least try not to.
I'm gonna try and get the poison ivy out.
I'll see it. I would want it to try to roll. Yep, gonna have to back up a little more because this will go. This is what you're gonna do. I just loop it like this.
Yeah.
And then it's just gonna go right onto that hook. Okay.
Kind of like the helicopter.
Yep. So let's move, y'all. Okay, that went well. Hopefully you guys were able to see it. I don't know when the camera turned off. Like I said, this camera does not record constantly. It will shut off. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that tree limbed up a little better, and then we're gonna get backed up over here to get this one pulled out, and then we'll try to get them up onto the trailer. I know it's too heavy to lift. We already tried. Give them a better view. Jump out the way.
It's not even connected to the...
It's not even connected to the Jeep. Oops. Oops.
Take two.
Tape two. There it goes.
Let's take a quick break for today's video sponsor is Ecostash. Especially during tax times when you really need to get organized and have a place to file all of your paperwork, get down into the description, check out that link, get yours ordered today.
There it goes, there it goes, there it goes. There it goes, there it goes.
Yeah, your aping is out of there. Structure's compromised.
Alright, so that's the heaviest log that we're going to be putting up on the trailer today. So I know if we can get that one up there, that this one shouldn't be nowhere near as bad. And then I know the ones up front, they won't be as bad at all. We probably even be able to just pick those up because they're nice and dry. So, alright, let me get this other log loaded up and then we'll meet you up to the front. Alright, up here in the front. So Alexander is actually hooking up. So this is actually a special log that I'm actually going to take to the bearded carpenter, Brother Paul. So this is going to have a lot of great figure in it. And I know Gladys wants at least one slab out of that, but I'm going to let him slab that up to do whatever he wants with that. And then we already have the other two lighter logs loaded up. So yeah, we're basically just able to pick those up and set them right up on the trailer for the most part. But this one is still light enough to be able to flip, but we would like to be able to pull it out, make it a little easier on us with the Jeep, and then get it closer to the trailer to just put it up there. Why it came off?
Because I had over too many roots.
No. It's because there's a certain way that you actually have to hook up the hook. I'll tell you how this is. So if I go pull on a chain, it's on the side of the opening, I'm going to pull that chain right out. Right? So you always want to make sure that your chain, where it's kind of going into your hook, the opening of it faces away from the rest of your food. Now you Okay, all loaded up, strapped down, and let me tell you, that log was, whew, yeah. I would like to have shown y'all how we got that up there, but we ended up basically bringing it straight to here, lifted up the back end onto the trailer, and then flipped it end for end up on there, and oh my goodness, y'all. Yeah, I didn't have my tripod here. Alexander had to go, he took the Jeep back over there and then grabbed my tripod. So now we're loaded up. Let's head on down the road and we'll see you at the Bearded Carpenter. Alright, so still having issues with the truck. Not wanting to do what it's wanting to do, but I needed to move up. But I did make it. So he had the tractor already going and I needed to move up some. Now the truck doesn't want to start. So, but man, look at that beautiful sawmill. Alright, well, let's get the truck done and then we'll get these logs unloaded. Okay, well, what happened was I need a new truck, Paul.
Yeah, me too.
So we attempted using the 250 to jump it down. It's giving it the power, just not enough. So we want to be able to get stuff unloaded. So we're going to go ahead and hook up a battery charger, let it soak for a little bit, and get some logs unloaded, and then we're going to sit down and chit chat so we can let the battery charge. But we're going to go ahead and come over here. We'll get you set up and we'll get these things unloaded off the trailer. Alright, nice log. I was actually able to skid that one off by hand so you can just come around and pick it up. They get the truck back to the property today, but it did not like it. So, yeah, I'm gonna get help going to pick up the wood from Paul and pick up my trailer. So, well, I guess you'll have to find out here in a little bit to see who's taking me over there. All right, we got it all loaded up, strapped down. Got a nice pretty white Ford Super Duty, Ford that actually runs and can go further places.
I heard him bad-mouthing Ford the other day.
Yeah. So I had to go recruit Mr. Dogman to come give us a hand. So I thank you, Mike.
Nothing else to do.
Thank you, Paul. It looks pretty, brother. Ooh, that's going to be a pretty gate. Now we just got to get back before all this rain comes. All right, there goes Gladys and Giggles. Giggles came all the way out here And Lilu, as you can see, she actually was out here with me earlier and then took off. Didn't want to listen. So she keeps doing that. She's not going to be able to stay out. I'll put her back onto a wire now that she no longer has a pen to be locked up in. Yep, I do not like dogs just taking off, going to do whatever they want. But anyway, let's come back over here. I'm going to show you this layout. And then we're going to go up to the front and we're going to go check out that wood, because we even got something else, which is going to be another project coming up. But we have some stuff to do. So I actually have some layout pins. So you can see here, and you're like, well, there's 2 layout pins here, 2 layout pins over here. So for right here, this is in line with our culvert. So it's going to be parallel to the culvert, 25 feet away. So that gives plenty enough room off of the road. So from the internal pin here to the internal pin there, that's 16 feet. So that's going to give us our gate size. Obviously, it'll be a little less than that, because you know you have the little bit of gap in between the 2 gates, and then you're also going to have the size of your hinge and just all that stuff, right? So it'll be just a little less than 16 feet. But the outside, I actually got something that I want to do with that, of how we're going to attach the gates, right? They're not going to be attached only to wood, to the cedar post. They're also going to be attached to rock. So we're going to be starting to bring some rock up here. We're going to be doing that, but I need to dig a hole down. We're going to put a metal post into the ground with concrete, and then put the rock around that, and then be able to attach, you know, I'll have studs on that metal post sticking out to be able to attach the wood to, and then from there we're going to attach our gates to the wood that's attached to the metal in concrete. All right, let's go check out the wood. All right, so here's the trailer. So you'd already seen, right, I had the post up here that we had everything done, but I'd also took the other big gnarly log that was up here that you'd already seen, right? And I had Paul slab those out. So, and this has some very, very nice figure. I mean, if you look at that, look at how pretty that is. Hopefully that picks up on camera. But I'm actually going to take some of this, because not all of these are going to be for the gate. The majority of it is, but not all of it. Some of that is actually going to be our bed. So I'd already planned on making some bed posts and a headboard, a footboard, and such, and being able to utilize this. And also wanted to be able to do a coffee table. So I have the really thick board right here that I'm probably going to get some legs and stuff out of. And then I'm going to do, you know, at least 2 of these, 1, possibly 2. I don't know. I'm going to take some really nice ones, because this is the very center, right? This was the pith. So this one right here is very, very nice. And I might actually take this one here, because it's going to be the most stable. Cut it in half, cut off one edge, and then glue those together to be able to have one top and utilize that as a coffee table. So we will see what happens. Obviously I'll square off the other side, because the other side looks a little on the mellish. So it has the legs with another little stump in there, and we don't need to have that in our living room. So, and that was kind of the offcut. If you kind of see where I'm going with that. But it's been a long time since I've done any type of woodworking project on the channel, and I'm definitely gonna throw that on. I think since we've rebranded, because if you're new here, we've actually rebranded this channel 3 times. And if you go back to some of our older stuff, you'll see that it was just Iveys Forge, and then it was Iveys Forge and Homestead, and then it became Iveys Family Factotum. And with that being said, I think that's the last time I ever did a woodworking project, was back in Virginia. So it's coming due. I need to do another one. So that's what's going to be going on, friends, is making some furniture for the house and getting his gate built. And then obviously we're still going to be getting back into, you know, the cabin build and doing all that stuff that is coming, right? But we're still kind of waiting on materials for that, and a little bit better weather, you know. So definitely be out there to any friends and family, or just even folks you don't even know, right, that have been troubled by all these storms coming through. A lot of tornadoes. I know it's that time of season, but man, the intensity of these things just seems to be getting stronger and stronger every year. Whether it's man's doing or not, I don't know. So anyway, just, you know, keep people in your thoughts and prayers and all that good stuff, right? Of, man, because it's a lot of devastation out there right now. So what else? That's it. That's all I got for you on this one. So I definitely thank Paul, the Bearded Carpenter, once again. I do thank Mike, the dog man, for helping out with this project. And we're going to get to it. Like I said, it's going to be a multi-part thing. So we already got wood here. I already have the metal pipes here that I'm going to utilize. I might need to go get some fresh concrete, because the bags of concrete that I currently have been sitting underneath the tarp for a year with all the moisture. And I don't think they're going to be any good anymore. But I'll check them out before I go buy any more. And that's it. So we're going to get busy on this project of putting up a gate. Yeah, exciting. So once again, thank you for following in on this journey. If you want to stick around a little bit longer, we have a video here you can check out, or the entire year's playlist on this side. Icons at the top make it easy to subscribe both here and to our side channel. Go check that out. It's greatly appreciated. And then last but not least, get out there, thank a veteran every chance you get. Not only on Veterans Day. We'll see you on the next one. Later, friends.